A quick spin through dimensions and I landed right after Eldritch. But it looked like we took another detour through History 101. Eldritch hightailed it into some kind of old fort and showed them his party piece with a vortex. By the sounds coming from inside, they weren't too impressed. One thing was for sure, though. I had to find a way into that fort.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick. Now, the last episode we got the sickle, which I didn't use. The sickle has low moderate damage, and it can dismember, but the downside to it is it only has like 2 hits that you could do quickly, and there's not much you can do with it. You know, you could get a 3rd hit if you hold it in after the 2nd hit, but when you do the chainsaw stab, you don't have an attack with it. So it is good in the way that it can dismember some deadites, but the deadites that can't be dismembered is only really useful for its damage. But after you get the sword, which I now have, it's much better because it replaces the sickle, and when you do attacks, you do a lot more hits, and you could do a stab. Plus, when you do the stab with the chainsaw, you could do a move right, you know, as you're lifting them up, like every other weapon in the game.
Are you a Union man?
Sure, I pay my dues. How about you?
Aye, this is a Union fort. The rebels have sent demons from hell to attack us. They've overrun the fort. I saw my captain eaten alive.
Yankees and Confederates, huh? I guess I'll buy that. But this war of yours just got a little less civil. How do I get into that fort?
Ain't no way you're getting through. Them gates are barred from inside and strong enough to stop a buffalo charge. You'd need an army to break them down.
Now, in order to get into this fort, we have to talk to both Confederate and Union to have them agree to a ceasefire and to attack the fort to help you get in.
If I could blow up those barrels of gunpowder up there.
So how about it, stranger? You Confederate or Yankee?
Yeah, I'm just kind of on the fence there. I'm just your average guy with a chainsaw. That's me.
You give me one good reason I don't put a bullet in you right now.
Because if you try it, I'm going to shove this chainsaw so far up your ass you'll be whistling Dixie through a hole in your head. Comprende?
You got spunk, boy, I'll give you that. I'll not kill you today, but you won't live long in the middle of a war. Not without a side to fight for.
Believe me, I got battles of my own.
You change your mind, we're camped in the woods beside town. The South could use a man with spirit and a strong arm.
I'll think about it. Me and Colonel Sanders, yes sirree.
First thing I'm gonna do is go to the church. Now, this here part can be done later in the part. You know, it could be done later in this area. But it's a lot easier to do it at the start because there's not really any deadites about.
Evening, Padre. Not much of a turnout tonight, huh?
You're welcome in the Lord's house, my son. But how did you get a key?
Well, that's a long story, and we're kind of in the middle of a war scenario.
Truly. I've offered the church as sanctuary from the perils of war, but none of the townsfolk have come yet. They've been through so much already.
Wish I could tell you otherwise, but they could be going through a whole lot more.
Please, my son, if you find any of my flock, bring them to the safety of the church.
Don't you worry, Padre. I'll make like a regular shepherd boy.
the reason I'm doing this is to get a spell which I'm going to use in the next part to be able to possess the slave lords.
Alright, listen up, you screwheads. You don't want to be hanging around here. There's a king-sized demonic army all set to storm the town.
You're too late, mister. The Confederates already tore through here. We lost everything. Ain't got no place to hide.
There's worse to come, buddy. Follow me. The church is the only safe place left in town.
My flock, you found them. Thank goodness. You've done the Lord's work, my son. It appears one of my flock found this fragment of a map near the Confederate camp. I'm afraid the other half of the map is missing, but perhaps you can find the other piece.
I'm way ahead of you, Padre.
One last thing, son. You look like the sort of man who might find a use for this parchment I found. It looks to me like pure evil, but the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Right, now we're going to talk. If we go down this way, we'll talk to the Union. But I'm going to go this way and talk to the Confederate first. I believe it's down this way.
Halt! Who goes there?
Name's Ash. I need to see your commanding officer.
Hold fast. You got identification? No one passes into camp unless they can prove who they are.
Hey, at ease or something, okay? Geez, you guys need to relax.
To get in here, all you really have to do is show them the badge. Now, you've had this in the game from the very start, and this is where you use it.
Stop right there! I told you no one gets into camp unless they identify themselves first.
Easy there, buddy. Will this do you?
Yeah, smart. You one of Colonel Smart's men?
Yes, I am.
Well, shoot, why didn't you say so? Any of Killer Smart's boys is welcome here. It's an honor, friend.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual, I'm sure. From the silverware on your chest, I'm guessing you're either the head honcho or a big fan of Mr. T.
And who the hell are you, mister?
Name's Ash, Housewares. I'm the guy who's gonna help you take on that little Union fort you've had your eye on.
What makes you think I need your help to rout that Yankee rabble? Cowards didn't so much as fire a shot in ours.
Well, that might be due to the flesh-eating demons that have taken over the fort.
Demons? What kind of crazy nonsense is this?
The kind that sneaks up and bites you on the ass. Believe me, Captain, demons are munching their way through that fort, and pretty soon they'll come looking for dessert. Now, either you help me get inside and kick their undead asses back to hell, or you and your men are dead meat. No, in fact, make that live meat.
Afraid I'm gonna need more convincing than that, mister. You bring me one of these things in the flesh, maybe I won't put it all down to a case of trench fever. Till then, dismissed.
Okay, you want evidence? I'll give you evidence. He wants to see one of these deadites in the flesh. Okay, come here. I've got some friends for you to meet. Maybe I should change this to Boomstick as to not to waste my dynamite. Maybe shrapnel round will do.
What the hell was that? Damn thing was trying to eat my men. You say an army of these things have taken Fort DearBorn?
Yep, and the rest of them won't wait for an invite to come calling. So you gonna help me take that fort, or you gonna hang around for the undead dinner bell?
We'll help, but there aren't enough of us. We can't do it alone, and I doubt the Yankees will be willing to help us storm their own fort.
Hey, you don't know till you ask, and I'm a born diplomat. You just leave it to me.
Now we have vortexes to deal with. I know where the silver is. In fact, I could have got the silver back when I talked to Padre in that church. But the reason why I'm not is just to show a bit of story. Besides, it is a walkthrough, not a speed run. In the speed run, once you talk to him and you bring his flock to the church, you just go to the back of the church and get all the silver. Like, the moment you do that, the silver spawns.
Guess you must be the man in charge around here. Name's Williams. Ashley J. Williams. But you can call me...
Ash! My God, can it be true?
Have we met?
My great-great-great-granddaddy used to tell tale of a one-armed stranger from the future who once saved this town from the minions of hell.
Williams the blacksmith.
Yes. No one in the family really believed him, but I guess I was always partial to ghost stories. And now here you are in the flesh. But if you're here, does that mean...
Bingo, baby. Deadites, and lots of them. They've taken the fort already, and they'll wipe out this whole town before sunup if we don't stop them.
I hear the Confederates built a barricade to stop us getting to the fort. That should stop the Deadites getting into town for a while, buy us some time.
About that barricade, I might have damaged it just a little bit.
Damaged it?
Well, maybe a lot, actually.
Then nothing stands between them and the town. I'll gather the rest of the company and prepare to attack the fort.
On my way, Captain. Me and the Boomstick are gonna spend some quality time.
One more thing, Ash. Stop by my house and you'll find an old family heirloom. Something Blacksmith Williams made after you left. Figure he always meant for you to have it.
Guess I could do with a lucky horseshoe right about now.
Now we're going to get ammo.
Cool.
This side is just really
Got it.
ammo for a new prosthetic we're going to get. And this is all Boomstick ammo.
Got it.
I believe there's a bit of ammo inside here as well
Cool.
for the hand cannon.
1,214,326. Deadites, 0. Hey, I'll bet you lose IQ points every time you go to the bathroom. Let's tango. Hey, what's that perfume you're wearing? Ode to Entrails? That can't be your face. Did your neck throw up? One look at you and I know why some animals eat their young. Hey, I'll bet you lose IQ points every time you go to the bathroom. Let's tango. That can't be your face. Did your neck throw up?
Okay, I got shrapnel rounds. Okay, there's nothing useful here, so just go on. I was hoping that one of them would have dropped something like ammo or something, but anyone that did, I clearly got all the things. Now I'm going to grab some silver. As I said, they're just down back here.
Oh, sorry about your face. Here, let me get you a tissue and a mop.
Right, I'm going to go back to the Union just to talk to them. And then after that, I'll take care of the rest of the vortexes. I just really did this to get two of the furthest ones done first. I could go and just do them all, but then it'll skip the dialogue.
How's it going, Captain? Boy, I gotta tell you, your great-great-great-granddaddy was one hell of a weaponsmith. Things like this Gatling gun haven't even been invented yet.
Funny, I always heard him call it a Williams gun. We're almost ready to take the fort, but we can't leave the town undefended. We gotta find a way to close those portal thingamajigs, or the townsfolk won't stand a chance.
Not a problem. I got away with portal thingamajigs. But I'll need silver and plenty of it.
Wish it were that simple, Ash. The rebels looted the town a few weeks ago, stole pretty much everything of value.
Well, the hits just keep on coming. All right, leave it to me.
We're ready to attack the fort just as soon as you've closed those vortexes in the town.
Oh, that's right. I have to go back this way because that's where the vortex is.
I love my chainsaw. Guaranteed to break the ice at parties.
That's the thing with this game. You can't actually place the silver unless you see that blue arrow. If you don't see the blue arrow, you cannot put the silver into the vortex. And that works the same with keys and everything. If you don't see that blue arrow, you're not able to interact with the item you need to use. You have to have that blue arrow.
We need the Unionists' help if we're going to attack the fort. Come back when you've got them on our side.
Oh, that's right. I've already got the silver. That's why it won't give me that extra bit of dialogue. Yeah, what happens is when you talk to him, when you don't have the silver, is he explains that bandits stole their silver and hid it somewhere, and they just don't know where it is. And that's just the watered down version of how they talk, how they say it. Damn, Yankees want paying. That is one of the things he says. Then he explains, that the silver they stole is spoils of war, and besides they don't have it anymore because a bunch of bandits took it from them. That's alright, because now we're ready to storm the fort.
Alright, the last of the vortexes are closed. Are you men ready for the fight of your lives?
Surely, but we're still heavily outnumbered. If only we could get the Confederates to agree to a ceasefire.
One step ahead of you there, Cappy. The Confederates will join in the attack. Now, what happens after the Deadites are gone is up to you and Captain Sullivan. But there ain't gonna be an after if we don't take that fort.
Fairly spoken. We got a family motto. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. I'll see you on the battlefield, Ash.
Wow, those two must have taken a lot of damage from NPCs for them to die that easily from a flamethrower.
Inferno. Eldridge.
Ash, these encounters are becoming tiresome. I thought I'd seen the last of you almost 200 years ago.
A few centuries ain't enough to hold off the payback you've got coming.
How admirable. I'd stay and admire your tenacity a little longer, but the future calls. I'll be sure and give your regards to Trisha.
Hurt her and I'll kill you.
That would be a neat trick. Enjoy the Civil War, Ash. Live long, kill many, and then be good enough to die.
Oh, sorry about your face.
Now all we have to do is wait for a Deadite to appear that has the silver, who's now in the vortex right now. Up here, I believe there is some items.
Got it.
There's also silver down this way. I don't know why, because this is the last vortex, but there is silver there. I guess it's in case you didn't take out the first vortex when you killed the Deadite. You know, like when I found the first bar of silver and took down the first vortex, I think that bar of silver's there in case you didn't do that and you just went to the other vortex and just went on, pretty much. But it's kind of weird. Now what I'm wanting to do is Yeah, that has more ammo. That'll be better than just the handgun.
Nowhere left to run, Einstein. It's just you, me, and the boomstick.
You ridiculous moron. You can't stop me.
Sure I can. This baby's point and shoot, and I've had plenty of target practice. This moron is on a roll. You know, you nerds are all alike. You go through life with your panties in a wad just because the other children never let you keep your lunch money. Well, Poindexter, your inner child's about to get a lead enema. Professor?
Now, the idea of this fight is basically shoot the barrels. Oh, it's giving me ammo.
Cool.
So you use a pistol or the hand cannon. The pistol is probably better for it because it has more range. And then around when he hits just under half health, he'll start charging. Come on, man. Okay, I'm going to this because there's more. Okay, not gonna take the chance.
Got it.
This is now the end of the part. That's Civil War DearBorn done. And in the next part, we're going to be doing Evil DearBorn. And until next time, goodbye.